my chapstick. No. Hey, this is the only brush that I have.
Mine.
No, it's mine. And you're not allowed to say mine. What is up, friends? Welcome here. I am Hannah. If you are new, today what I'm going to do is a video that has been long overdue. I have gotten a lot of questions about my face and my makeup routine. I have had 3 babies and my skin is honestly better than it has ever been, even from being pregnant 3 times already in the past 3 years. So I am going to talk about why I use more on the pricey side makeup because of it being toxic free. Why do I prefer to use that? I have been using Savvy Minerals for almost 3 years now, and I have definitely found what works and what doesn't work, and as far as budget friendly and not budget friendly. Before I used Savvy Minerals, I used very horrible makeup. Funny thing, I still spend about the same amount, maybe more, on other makeup from like drugstore or, you know, Target, Walmart, on other stuff because it was better coverage and it looked better, but it did horrible things to my skin. So this video is basically a breakdown from me, my personal experience of using non-toxic, healthy makeup, why I prefer to pay top dollar for chemical-free makeup compared to just buying cheaper makeup instead. So I'm just gonna give you a breakdown why it's been great for me and why I prefer it and why I think it's just been great. Number 1, my skin. I started noticing my skin problems that I had before was definitely related to hormone imbalance, and then also my hormone imbalance was coming from the chemicals that were in my everyday products that I was using. All of the makeup I was using, all of them had one key ingredient in it that related to endocrine disruptors, hormone imbalance. All of them did. All of them had the key ingredients, which is some words that I cannot pronounce, so I'm not gonna try and pronounce them. But number one was talc and fragrance. Those number 2 ones that are just not great. So I started researching different ones. If you are someone who has used chemical-free makeup and organic makeup, not all of it works. Let's just put it out there. Not all of it is great. So I was a little bit iffy on switching over to the chemical-free side, mainly for that reason. I had my days of using some chemical-free makeup that was not great. It was awful. As soon as I eliminated all of the products that had those chemicals in them, my skin started to clear up. It didn't really matter how many supplements I used or hormone balancing products or a more hormone happy diet. It would help, but as soon as I put that chemical makeup on my face, like the foundation I used to use was pretty toxic, and every time I used it, I would always, the acne and the skin blemishes that I would have and very red skin, it wouldn't go away the more I used it. And since I would have more blemishes on my face, I would wear makeup a lot more often than I do now. That comes to my second point. It becomes actually more cost effective to have more expensive, healthy makeup because I don't wear it as much as I used to. It lasts a lot longer because since my skin is healthier, I don't feel the need to have to wear it every single day because I don't feel like I'm having to cover anything up, if that makes sense. Because when you feel a lot happier with your skin, whenever it looks good, even when it's bare, you don't feel like you need to wear makeup that day. I use only about 5 products from them, and I use it for about 10 different things. If I spend $40 on the foundation, that's gonna last me about 3 months, maybe more. I probably replace the product every 6 months, maybe more. When it comes to eyeshadow and when it comes to blush and bronzer, I probably replace those once a year. Mascara, every 6 months. Foundation, every 4 to 6 months. So this foundation, it's the liquid based. I do like this a lot better because the mineral based foundation, I like the coverage. I do like how matte it looks, and it does cover, but it is very messy. It's very hard to put on if you were in a moving situation whatsoever. I did figure out a way to apply it though. After they came out with the concealer, all you do is you take your brush and you just spray on. They have this thing called misting spray for Savvy Minerals, but if you just have a bottle, I use the Lavaderm cooling mist. I also use it for primer. After it's gone though, I will just have half water, half witch hazel, and a few drops of lavender, spray it on the brush like that, and then put it in your mineral based foundation, and it covers way better. It costs $40, and this will last about 6 months or so. That's already cheaper for me because the other foundation I used to use cost me about $30, and it would only last maybe 2 months, maybe. Oh, also, me using it would be using it more because every time I would take it off, if I would go to sleep in it, if I ever fell asleep in my makeup that I used to wear, I would wake up with a whole new set of friends on my face. I do not with this. Okay, and now my makeup looks really dirty because it is used. It is used, and it is in a makeup bag that is used all the time. So everything is kind of stained. Eyeshadow. Now, this is an eyeshadow palette that's $55, but it is not the mineral based one where it's all in individual little things. I use a few of these and they last for like a year. But this is easier because one, I use it for 4 different things: highlighter, blush, bronzer, and then eyeshadow. Is that not amazing? So this is the 4-in-1 for me, and that's why I love it. And that ends up being way less expensive than what I used to get, because I would get one eyeshadow palette, then I would get blush, and both of those together would be about $50 based on the kind that I used to get. Also would not last for a year. Mascara is like less than $30, and this has no talc in it. It has no bat poop in it. It is vegan friendly, nothing weird in it. It does not burn my eyes. That's the other thing. A lot of the makeup I used to wear that has a lot of not so great stuff in it, it would make my eyes water, and it would also feel like if I had to wear full coverage makeup, my face just felt so heavy. It would almost give me a headache because of how heavy my makeup was. Even if I put heavier makeup on, a heavier layer on for like a photo shoot, or if we're going somewhere really, really nice, it still doesn't feel like I have anything on. This is just like a highlighter and just like a setter all over. It's just like a little shimmery. This is a yay or nay sometimes. It's just whenever I'm feeling like it. Then blush is just extra. Those are both just, again, around the $30 mark. So it's been less than $200 on my makeup in a year, for like in a whole year. I don't even need to get all of it all at the same time. I gradually add to my collection, and I spend less than $200 for a whole year's worth of makeup. And it also is good for me. It is good for my skin. It is also not hindering anything as far as my hormones, and that is something I am very passionate about. I do like my hormones to stay pristine. Okay, other thing, concealer. This is less than this is $20, I believe. Medium 1, and it's for a warmer tone skin, and then but not very, very dark. And that's what I am. This last, I would say this would be one that I replace a little bit more often, just because I use this a lot more than everything else. Sometimes I might not use the foundation, and if I'm about to go somewhere really quick, I might just do my eyebrows and do my concealer under my eyes. And so this gets used a lot more, and which thankfully it's only like $20. So I replaced this one about, I'd say about the same as foundation, maybe 4 to 6 months. It just kind of depends. Then the last thing is my eyebrows, which is actually eyebrows and eyeliner. This is a mineral-based eyeliner eyebrow thing. And so what I do with this is it is a dark brown multitasker is what they call it, because you can use it for eyeliner and eyebrows. And I have this cheap cheap eyeliner brush that I got, and it has always just been my go-to for my eyebrows. And that's what I use for my eyebrows. And then for my eyeliner, I use this little brush. If I do eyeliner, I don't do eyeliner very much. So that's why it is cost effective for me. So now we're gonna get started, and I will show you how I put my face on, how I use my products and what they're for, and just my method. That's pretty quick. It's my kind of everyday look that I do, but I really don't wear it every single day, but this is just my go-to set. This is just my go-to look. So first, primer. I actually am going to invest in getting some primer from Young Livy because they just added that, and so I do want to try that because I do like primer. I do like how much better it looks whenever I have the primer set on. For now, what I like using is just lavender spray. So I just do it like this. If you get a little bit, if it's really sunny outside and you might get a little sunburn, it's good to have that extra protection. Okay, so this is the concealer, and I just add it like this. Now, foundation. This can come up to be kind of a lot, so you gotta be careful. This goes a long way. Like I was saying before, not all healthy makeup, not all chemical-free makeup is amazing. It does take some time to find the right one, but it is out there, and I would say that Young Living is one of the best to me from what I have tried, and I have tried a lot. There are other brands. I've heard that Beauty Counter is pretty good too, around the same price range, I believe. And also Young Living's Savvy Minerals, their prices are pretty competitive as far as they're a little bit less expensive. So, and I think for very good quality. Like this is the coverage, and this this shade that I have is called Sand Beige. It's for kind of a warmer tan tone. I think I like it. I think I like the darker, and it dries super fast, and it just covers really well. The eyebrows. My handy dandy cheap eyebrow brush. It's never failed me. So I just dab the eyebrow brush into the multitasker, and the one that I use is, I think, medium. It's the only thing. I am very simple Susie when it comes to anything cosmetic wise and girly wise, but when it comes to the girl's eyebrows, I like them to match. These are my real eyebrows. There's no adding on or anything like that. No need to add on anything because they're pretty thick, and all I want to do is just kind of highlight the color, and that's it. So the palette, the magic palette, the four uses. So what's that here? Oh, cool. I don't think I've ever taken the plastic off those. Okay, so for the blush, I actually just use this kind of copper color here. Okay, and then for the bronzer, the little brown here. And then I'll just do I actually don't do the highlighter. For on this one. I'll actually use my little I'll use my Diamond Dust in a second. Okay, and now for the actual eyeshadow, I just use this gold color here. It's very neutral. I like just using this one just for a natural everyday look. It's not too much, not too little, and I use my finger because it's just easier. And I don't like that eyeshadow brushes make your eyeshadow go absolutely everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna use this lighter color here for the creases here. And that's that. I'm gonna take my brush and kind of blend everything. And then I'm gonna take this. Okay, this is the Diamond Dust. It's basically highlighter. So I just kind of put my brush in there. See how it's kind of a lot, and then I just shake it. You can tell, but it's just really good coverage. Like, I am honestly always super amazed that this is helping makeup on my skin. So amazed. Now, for the eyeliner, like I said, I don't wear eyeliner every single day. So for that same color I used on my eyebrows, I take the lid and I get my lavender spray, which is now just witch hazel and water. That's really all. And I just spray like 2 squirts in the lid, take my eyeshadow brush and get it really wet in here like that. And then I will take some of the multitasker here and just literally just get it super full of the powder here, and then put it back in the wetter spot of the lid here. And you just kind of make your own liquid eyeliner. Yeah, baby. Can see that. Okay, just a second. I end up basically wiping off the wings during the day because my eyes will water just from the wind hitting it and just allergies. Hold on, Mary. She always knows when I'm in here. Come on in. There you go. All right, and last thing, mascara. This is the, I think, Volumizing mascara from Young Living. And perfect. I am surprised I did not screw that up because I am horrible at putting mascara on. I mean, mascara is hard, man. Okay, and what I like to do though, for kind of like a little special thing, I use the Young Living chapstick. Okay, I love Young Living, I just do, okay? And I put it on. The chapstick honestly works like lip gloss, it really does, okay? And again, the magical palette here. So I take the copper color. Put it on like that. Take the brown for kind of like a lip liner. And then the last part, I take the white, it's called Cloud 9, so, and kind of put that on as like a shimmery color. What are you doing? And then I'll take this brown again, or the copper again, and kind of go over. So you do the white first, actually. I got that wrong. You do the white one first, Cloud 9, then you do the brown, and then you do the orange. Or copper. It's really not orange. It's like a copper color. Girlfriend, that's my chapstick. No. Hey. This is the only brush that I have.
Mine.
No, it's mine. And you're not allowed to say mine. No, I just said it to you. That is everything, and that is literally all of my makeup that I own. It is all the makeup that I own. So I actually do have one more palette than this, and it's a different color, but it is not as much as a multi-purpose eyeshadow palette. There is one that's called the Golden Hour that is a little bit more similar to this one. I just like the Sahara Sunset because of how many uses I can get out of this. It's a very natural, neutral colors that you can use for pretty much anything and for just an everyday look. And it is not something that's like, whoa, she's wearing eyeshadow. It's more of a blend into your normal look. So thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give this a thumbs up, a like, or a comment so it can show up in the algorithm. But also, if this just really helped you with your makeup vibes, since you can't just buy this at the store, you have to wait for it to come in, you find yourself really not getting that much. That was one thing I had a hard time with. Every time I went to the store, I always bought makeup. Always, even if I didn't need it. So this helps you stay very minimal, and it helps you stay to budget. And you also look good and you feel good at the same time. Hope you enjoy. Get you guys next time. Can you say bye? Did you put the makeup on? You did, didn't you? Well, I'll help you apply. You don't really know how to do it yet. It's okay. It's fine. You're not even 2 yet, so it's fine then. It's not perfect. It's okay.